Have you ever wondered what animal sacrifice in the Jewish faith entails and how it might play a role in the Third Temple? Today, we're going to delve into this intriguing topic. We'll explore the historical context of animal sacrifice, its significance in Judaism, and how it may be relevant in the speculated construction of the Third Temple. So, are you ready to broaden your horizons and delve into this fascinating discussion? Let's embark on this journey of understanding together. First, we need to grasp what animal sacrifice in the Jewish faith actually means. Animal sacrifices, known as korbanot in Hebrew, were a central part of Jewish worship in ancient times. These were carried out in the tabernacle and later in the First and Second Temples of Jerusalem. They were more than just rituals. They were a means through which the Jewish faithful could express their devotion, gratitude, or penitence to God. The animal sacrifices served various purposes. The burnt offering, or olah, was given entirely to God. The animal, usually a bull, ram, or bird, was burnt on the altar, symbolizing the individual's complete surrender to the divine. Contrastingly, the grain offering, or mincha, was a gift of flour and oil, often accompanying the burnt offering, expressing gratitude to God for his providence. Then there was the peace offering, or shlamim, a voluntary act of thanksgiving or fulfillment of a vow. Part of the animal was burnt on the altar, while the rest was consumed by the offerer and his family, signifying a communal meal with God. On the other hand, the sin offering, or chatat, and the trespass offering, or asham, were about atonement. These sacrifices were made to seek forgiveness for unintentional sins or specific transgressions. The blood of the sacrificed animal was considered a purification agent, cleansing the individual or community from their sins. It's also important to note that in Judaism, the act of sacrifice was never about inflicting pain on animals. The Torah mandates that the process be as swift and painless as possible, emphasizing respect and compassion for all of God's creatures. While animal sacrifices may seem ancient and barbaric to some, they held deep spiritual significance for the Jewish people. They embodied themes of devotion, gratitude, communion, and atonement, concepts that are still deeply ingrained in Jewish worship today, even without the physical act of sacrifice. Now let's turn our attention to the prophecy of the Third Temple and its potential connection to animal sacrifice. In Jewish faith, the prophecy of the Third Temple plays a significant role. This temple, as the prophecy goes, is the final temple to be built in Jerusalem, a holy place where God's presence will dwell eternally. It stands as a symbol of redemption and the ultimate establishment of divine order on earth. But what does this have to do with animal sacrifice? Well, in the times of the First and Second Temples, animal sacrifice was a central part of Jewish worship. These sacrifices were a way to atone for sins, express devotion, and seek blessings. Now, with the prophecy of the Third Temple, there's a possibility that this ancient practice could be revived. However, this idea isn't without controversy. There's a divide among Jewish sects on this issue. Some believe that the rebuilding of the Third Temple and the renewal of animal sacrifices are necessary for the fulfillment of biblical prophecies. They see it as a divine commandment that must be carried out. On the other hand, there are those who argue against this notion, citing ethical concerns and the evolution of religious practices over time. They believe that prayer and good deeds have replaced animal sacrifices as a means of atonement and spiritual connection. This debate is not just religious, but also political. The site where the Third Temple is prophesied to be built currently houses significant Islamic structures. Any attempts to build the temple could potentially lead to geopolitical tensions. The prophecy of the Third Temple and its associated practices have stirred much curiosity, anticipation, and contention. It's a topic that's deeply intertwined with faith, history, ethics, and politics, making it a fascinating subject to delve into. The prospect of a Third Temple and a possible resurgence of animal sacrifices has stirred much debate and anticipation. Before we conclude, we'd like to invite you to check out our Christian charity clothing store. Each purchase supports faith-based initiatives, fostering a sense of community and spreading love worldwide. The link is waiting for you in the comments section. Your support can make a big difference. As we wrap up our discussion on animal sacrifice and the Third Temple, let's take a moment to reflect on the main points we've covered. We delved into the intricate nature of animal sacrifice in Judaism, an ancient practice imbued with deep symbolism. We then moved on to the concept of the Third Temple, a significant prophetic element in both Jewish and Christian eschatology. This potential re-establishment of sacrifices and the construction of the Third Temple can be viewed as a bridge linking past traditions with the present and possibly the future. It's a fascinating concept that bears significance to both Jews and Christians, offering a unique perspective on how tradition and prophecy could interplay in our modern world. Moreover, the Third Temple and its potential implications also serve as a reminder of the prophesied last days and the anticipated coming of the Antichrist, topics of immense importance and interest to many Christians. These concepts not only stimulate intellectual curiosity, but also encourage us to reflect on our faith and spiritual preparedness. We hope this exploration has sparked your interest and provoked thoughtful reflection. Your engagement is what fuels our content. We hope you found this video enlightening. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Thank you for watching.